This video has been made possible by Morning Brew. Make sure to get your daily dose of information from around the world in just 5 minutes by subscribing with the link that's down in the description. Signing up is completely free and lets you stay on top of the worldly events. Thailand is in the heart of Southeast Asia with neighbors in all directions. Myanmar, formerly known as Burma, borders the country to the west, Cambodia to the east, and Laos to the northeast. Then, at the south, we have Malaysia, which connects to Thailand's long, narrow strip of land. The country also has water sitting on both sides of this strip, the Andaman Sea to the west, and the Gulf of Thailand to the east. The capital of Thailand is Bangkok. It sits here, right on the delta of the Chao Phraya River. The city is also by far the largest one in terms of population, with roughly 6 million people living there. The second largest city is Nonthaburi, and after that, Phuket. These and a couple other cities together form the Bangkok metropolitan area, which holds for roughly 20% of the country's entire population of around 70 million people. About 88% of these people speak Thailand's official language called Thai, but Thailand is also home to some 73 living languages, 51 of which are indigenous. Out of all these people, the absolute majority of them consider themselves Buddhists. In fact, no other religion is particularly large in the country, even though most is practiced to some extent. But if we look at projections for 2050, we see that Buddhism is slightly declining while Islam makes the largest gain. But nothing spectacular seems to be happening here. Thailand uses baht as a currency, and has been doing so since 1902. 1 baht is equivalent to 100 satangs, just as $1 is made up of 100 cents. And the banknotes come in values of 20, 50, 100, 500, and 1000. Then there's the flag. This beautiful flag can be seen at most places in Thailand, on houses, tuk-tuks, boats, restaurants, and others, as the flag is seen by many as a proud emblem of the nation. It consists of 5 horizontal lines, with the colors red, white, and blue, representing nation, religion, and king. The red is seen as a symbol of the blood of the Thai people, the white represents religion, and specifically Buddhism, and the blue represents the institution of royalty.
Hey guys, my name is Glenn, and I will take you all on a journey through the history of this fascinating country. It's a bit unclear when the first people came to the area we today know as Thailand, but fossils of Homo erectus, more known as the Lampang man, have been found in the province of Lampang, which can be traced to at least 500,000 years ago. One of the earliest civilizations we know of in the area was the Funan Empire. Though we don't know much, findings show they had extensive trade with many nations. Eventually, the Mon people, a group originated in southern or western China, started to migrate through Southeast Asia and founded some of the earliest civilizations here, including the Dvaravati Kingdom of Lavo. And it was around this time that Buddhism first was introduced to the area. At the same time, to the east, the Chenla broke out of the Funan Empire as well and established themselves as an independent kingdom. However, the Chenla Empire had some internal wars as it was finally broken up into 2 parts, the land and water Chenla. With pressure from land Chenla as well as the Srivijaya Empire, the Khmer Empire arose from water Chenla and quickly became a force to be reckoned with. Somewhere in the 7th century, the Thai people started migrating from southern China and eventually reached what today is northern Thailand. They slowly made their way further south, moving into Khmer and Mon territory. These people were called Siam by the Khmer. In 1238, Sri Indratya formed the Kingdom of Sukhothai, declaring independence from Khmer and establishing the first independent Thai kingdom. The people of this new kingdom became known. The kingdom started to grow and built amazing diplomatic relations with foreign powers, such as the Yuan. One of the kings, King Ramkhamhaeng, is also a major part that Buddhism got such strong roots in the country, as he asked monks from Sri Lanka to come and teach it in the country. In mid-14th century, the kingdom started to feel pressure from a rival Thai state within its own borders known as the Ayutthaya. In 1378, they surrendered, and in 1438 they were completely absorbed by this new empire. In 1611, Ayutthaya got its first diplomatic mission from Portugal, who wanted to start trading with the local kingdom, and so did the Netherlands. As a result of this, the city became extremely prosperous during this time, as it served as an entry port for European goods into Southeast Asia. During this time, the Burmese Empire also rose to prominence, and a series of wars began to unfold between the two. In 1767, the Burmese made their final attempt to destroy the capital of Ayutthaya, burning it down to the ground. However, the Thai rose again thanks to one man, Phaya Thaksin. He would unite the people and drive out the Burmese once again. It is believed that Thaksin later suffered from megalomania, believing himself divine and demanding to be worshipped. And that's usually not a good trait for anyone to have. So, in 1782, Thaksin was dethroned and executed in a coup by Putta Yotfa. King Yotfa established a Chakri dynasty that still rules Thailand today. He also moved the capital again to the opposite side of the Chao Phraya River to what is now known as Bangkok, and the state of the kingdom was now known as Siam. In this new phase of Thailand, a strong focus was put on military, political, and cultural rebuilding, and the empire grew by taking over nearby areas. The Thais, who already had a strong established trade with Britain and the US, doubled down on it and really focused on building the relations. And as a result, the Thai economy flourished. The king at the time, Mongkut, was pushed to make a series of reforms in order to be seen as an equal of the West. In 1868, Mongkut died, and his son, Chulalongkorn, inherited the throne when he was of appropriate age. And this is the man who built the foundations to modern Thailand. He abolished slavery and the Corvée system. He formed a police force and an army, updated the legal system, and built the first railroad between Ayutthaya and Bangkok. Chulalongkorn was a very loved king, even though he of course had his opponents. Some thought he was under too much influence by the West, while others praised him as a diplomatic genius, able to play the Western nations against each other. No matter the opinion, Chulalongkorn managed to prevent Siam from being colonized by Western nations, being the only country in Southeast Asia until this day to do so. As the West pushed forward, Siam maintained their good relationship with them during World War I and joined the Allies and declared war against Germany, although giving up some land in favor of the Western Allies. Shortly after World War I, a bloodless coup led by a group called Khana Ratsadon, the People's Party, brought the end to the absolute monarchy in Siam and replaced it with its first constitutional regime. And shortly after, in 1939, Siam was renamed Thailand. When World War II broke out, the Thais, led by Prime Minister Plak, collaborated with the Japanese Empire, allowing them passage through their nation to go on and attack Burma. And in 1942, Plak signed a defense pact with the Japanese, which included a declaration of war against Britain and the United States. But the entire nation of Thailand should thank this guy, as he was responsible to hand over the declaration to the US government but refused to do so. And instead, Thailand became allied with the US in the Cold War. The following decades were filled with uncertainty as power repeatedly jumped between democracy and military dictatorship. And since 2014, martial law has been enacted by the ruling military junta. But in 2017, after the crowning of Prince Vajiralongkorn as King Rama X, a new constitution was signed with its aim to finally bring democracy back to the nation.
Speaking of other things worth mentioning is this video's sponsor, Morning Brew. Since you're watching this video, chances are that you like getting your information straight to the point and in a clear and smooth way. If you do, then Morning Brew is for you. With a daily newsletter compressing all the important news from business, finance, and tech into easily read short articles in the matter of minutes, Morning Brew allows me to catch up on what's happening in the world today. No more of that endless scrolling through social media trying to find something worth looking at, or trying to figure out what the traditional news channel even means with their dry, dense, or even boring take on subjects. Morning Brew lets me get the information in a fun, witty, and informative way. Just to show you some examples of what I'm talking about here, this past week I learned a lot about Ukraine and the situation in their country, how Russia got kicked out of various sporting events, and how TikTok bumped its maximum video length up to 10 minutes. If it's news, it's here. So, make sure you start your day the right way by subscribing to Morning Brew by clicking the link on your screen right now, or follow the link in the description. It's completely free and is just such a nice way to stay informed. Today, Thailand is one of the most visited countries in the world for tourists, and no wonder. The country pretty much has it all. Amazing weather almost year-round, with the only exception being the rain period. But at least this starts with something fun. Songkran is Thailand's most famous festival, an absolutely hilarious time where the whole country is turned into a massive water fight. It's celebrated as the Thai New Year festival, and also happens to be right before the rain period starts. The country itself has everything from forested mountains and lush valleys to the north, fertile agricultural areas in the center, and beautiful beaches and islands in the south. The natural blessings of this country brings an amazing array of flora and fauna to the area, and it holds for more than 10% of the world's animals, including 925 bird species, 176 snake species, 310 lizard species, and 285 mammal species. One of the larger mammals in the country is the elephant, an animal so ingrained in Thai culture that they are recognized as a symbol of national identity, and was once even seen on the flag of Siam. Today, the number of wild elephants has been sinking drastically, and one of the reasons is the poaching of them to use as tourist attractions. So, if you're out touristing in Thailand, please do not go elephant riding. If you're a beach person, you should definitely go island hopping in the southern parts of Thailand, as there's just some unbelievable beaches to be found in the country. A personal favorite is Koh Lipe, an island so isolated, it doesn't even have cars on it. There are also these insane parties on the islands, called full moon parties, something you need to experience firsthand. Although, if you're looking for something completely different, you should go up north to Chiang Mai, or even further, and experience some trekking, whitewater rafting, or exploring remote hill tribe villages. And when you're up there, you should try to plan your trip for one of the many lantern festivals taking place. One of them in particular is something that's very hard to explain, but really must be seen in person. During the Yipang festival, the sky is filled with thousands of paper lanterns, turning the pitch black sky into a festival of light. Absolutely magical. Another type of magic will be found in Bangkok. This city won't disappoint in any way, as it's such a vibrant place. But be sure to check it out during nighttime as well, as this is when the city really comes to life. While here, you should also try the fermented rice noodles, a dish that's unique to central Thailand and has its origin with the Mon people. But that's not the only dish you should try, of course. Thailand is a food heaven, and the food here has that perfect blend of salty, sour, sweet, and spicy. Asia is, generally speaking, heaven for street food, so don't be afraid to try it out. It's cheap and with a taste to die for. And if you're not scared of dying, perhaps you should try out the national sport of Thailand, Muay Thai, a sport many of us know as Thai boxing. Even if you won't try the sport itself, you should absolutely try to watch a match if possible. The crowd is ecstatic, and the whole experience is something very special. If you're looking for something more relaxing, perhaps golf would suit you better. The sport set its roots in the 1990s and now is actually one of the most popular sports in the country. And trust me, if you're looking for a good course to play, you don't have to look very far in Thailand. Other sports worth mentioning that are being practiced successfully are football, various racket sports such as badminton and tennis, and also weightlifting. Thailand is, simply put, one of the most visited countries for a reason. There's so much happiness in the country. The food is great, the weather is excellent, and the culture is really intriguing, and there's a lot to do and see. Can you think of anything we missed about Thailand? Leave a comment below. Kap Kon Kap for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for more great videos about countries, and we'll see you in the next one.